Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the first chapter of the book Hornbill, which is The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. We are doing the revision of this chapter. As you can see the summary of this chapter before you. Let's start teaching you the summary of this chapter. After listening this video, you will have to read this chapter thoroughly so that you can understand the chapter more clearly. As I just told you, this chapter has been written by Khushwant Singh, and Khushwant Singh in this chapter is sharing his own personal experience with his grandmother, to whom he loves a lot. So let's start this chapter and find out what he is trying to explain in this chapter. Khushwant Singh is one of the prominent Indian writer and columnist. He has written on various themes and issues. In this lesson, he gives a detailed account of his grandmother, who had a long association with him. He had intimate relations with her since his childhood. Their friendship was broken when they had to move to the city. The English school, science and music did not appeal to her. The narrator went abroad for higher studies. His arrival after 5 years from abroad was an occasion for celebration. The old lady tired herself and fell ill. Her death was mourned by only the narrator's family, but also by sparrows she fed regularly in the afternoon. The old, stout, short and a little bent grandmother is clad white clothes and keeps on telling beads of her rosary. Okay, as I told you that Khushwant Singh is a very famous writer who just shares his personal experience with his grandmother because he loves his grandmother a lot. In his childhood, grandmother used to help him in each and everything that he usually did. Because grandmother drops him to school, she always threw the stale chapatis to the dogs, and she always threw the breadcrumbs to the sparrows also. But a turning point came in their life when the grandson had to go to the other city for his study, to go to the English school, and everything suddenly changed for him. But when he went for the further studies out of station for 5 years, at that time it was a shocking moment for the grandmother because he could not send his grandson to the other city for his further studies. And then after 5 years, when the grandson came from that area after completing his further studies, then it was the moment of celebration for the grandmother, and she celebrated that thing like an occasion. She started beating a drum and fell ill, and she died. And when she died, thousands of sparrows came in the veranda, sat quietly without making any noise, and then they also realized the mourn of the grandmother death. So during their long stay in village, the grandmother used to grandmother used to do each and everything of the grandson because she loved to care about the grandson. She loved to take care of the grandson of small things also. She kept praying for the grandmother. She kept reading the scriptures also. And on her way back home, she fed the stray dogs stale chapatis, threw the stale chapatis to the dogs also. And without bearing any relationship between the author and his grandmother, she used to do everything for the grandson. They had a very strong bond between them. But when they shifted to the city, a turning point came in their life. Their distances increases in their relationship, and now the author was going to a city school studying all modern subjects, and the grandmother could help the grandson in each and every subject, but she could not help the grandson in English and science subject because it was difficult for the grandmother. And when they were in the village, grandmother used to do everything for the grandson, but when they were in the city, grandmother could not help the grandson in any of the work because it was a modern studies for the grandson. The grandmother was not able to help the grandson in the studies also. She felt disturbed as there was no teaching of God and scriptures. When they were in the village, the grandmother could teach her grandson about the God and the scriptures also, but now they have shifted to the city, and now she could not teach anything regarding the God and the scriptures to the grandson. So it was a turning point and disappointing thing for the grandmother. Now the grandmother was a very strong lady, religious lady and a kind lady, and she did not like the modern ways of the city. She led her kind of life and never compromised with her kind of life. She loved the narrator deeply but never tried to emotional and sentimental. When the author settled to the city, when the author went out of the station for his further studies, she never expressed her emotions and thoughts towards the grandson because she did not want to make him emotional. At that time, she tried to make him feel strong so that he can go outside and complete his further study confidently. After some time, the grandmother devoted her almost time in praying, spinning and feeding sparrows. She did not get disturbed when the author was leaving for abroad and saw him off, maintaining her peace and calm. After a span of 5 years, when he came back, after a span of after a span of 5 years, just wait for a minute. After a span of 5 years, the grandmother was there to receive him. Means when she went to receive him on the railway station, and still she did not show any of the emotions regarding the grandson that he had come now with her. So she celebrated that day like a festival. She took a dhol and started beating that drum. She fell ill and she died. When she died, thousands of sparrows came in the veranda, sat quietly without chopping, without making any of the chop sound. And then the author's mother threw the breadcrumbs to the sparrows, and you will be surprised to know the sparrows did not take even a single breadcrumb thrown by the author's mother, because they also thought that grandmother was very religious and kind lady. Now she is no more with them. So in this chapter, as I have already told you, it is just the memories of the grandmother that was still there with the grandson. That's why he wrote this chapter on his grandmother, so that he could tell everybody like of the importance of the grandmother. And he always says one thing to everyone in this chapter also, that his grandmother is like everybody's grandmother, because her face was full of wrinkles, crisscross like face was there of the grandmother, and it was a face like every other grandmother. So that's why he said that my grandmother is like everybody's grandmother. So in this chapter you come to know that the grandmother was very kind, religious lady who always kept praying and kept reading scriptures for the authors, but she never expressed her emotions because she was a strong lady also. Still, if you have any doubt regarding this chapter, you can text me or call me anytime. I'll solve your problem. You will have to read this chapter thoroughly. Okay, all the best.